Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Petty. Good morning. This is the official 3-minute warning, so I want to invite you to watch your step carefully as you come down from Historic Mather Lodge, and fill in here around this rock amphitheater. You're welcome to sit or stand. We do want to leave this path coming from the lodge clear. But you'll take about 3 minutes to find the spot that you would like to be. Go back to your conversations. Those in the back, if you were not able to hear that, we'll get started in about 3 minutes. Please watch your step as you come down. Hey, I saw Tracy was in the back saying
there. All right, everybody. Good morning. I'm just surveying the crowd here for just a second and just trying to take this moment just to soak it in a little bit. Welcome to Petit Jean State Park, and welcome to the 100th anniversary of the Arkansas State Park System. I am so pleased to be able to welcome you to this historic event at Petit Jean State Park, the location that is the birthplace of our state park system, overlooking the view that you have behind us that was the inspiration for the creation of the state park system. When T.W. Hardison saw the value of this property, Dr. T.W. Hardison realized that it needed to be preserved for future generations. 100 years later, we are here today. We are here today. I have to say, there's no other place in the world that I would rather be than right here, right now, with you. We're surrounded by the natural resource that became the inspiration for our system. We're surrounded by friends and guests who make up an important and valuable part of our state park system. Surrounded by a cadre of rangers, interpreters, and park superintendents who fulfill our mission on a daily basis. We're surrounded by former employees who dedicated their lives to the service of the state of Arkansas and Arkansas State Parks. We're surrounded by leadership that is passionate about the cultural, natural, and historical resources that Arkansas State Parks preserve and protect and interprets. All of your support, including the support of my family and wife that are here today, is appreciated. I have to say a special thanks to Governor Sanders and First Gentleman Brian Sanders for being here with us today. Yes, thank you. I am filled with such pride to be with you as we mark this milestone. Little did I know when I became a seasonal interpreter in 1995 that I would have the opportunity to lead this division, especially during the Centennial year. I had no idea that I would have this opportunity, but I've taken it very seriously and have also taken the opportunity just to enjoy it and share that with you, the appreciation that we have for our system and all that we do. As I look in this audience, I see so many faces that have built the legacy of our state park system. And I'm about to do something dangerous, introduce a few people, because when you do that, you're leaving the opportunity of leaving someone behind. But there are some folks that I want to introduce today. First of all, I'd like to introduce Richard Davies. Richard, okay, I see his hand back there. Richard served as executive director and as parks director for Arkansas State Parks, and is a friend and mentor to many of us that are here today. I'd like to introduce Greg Butts. Greg Butts, I see his hand back there as well. Greg Butts also served as parks director. He's jumping up. He's pretty tall too, and I saw that. So Greg also served as state parks director. Grady Spann, my friend and mentor. Grady, we appreciate you being here as well. Grady served as the parks director prior to me. And former secretary under Governor Hutchinson, Stacy Hurst, is here as well. I know there she is. I see her back there as well. Stacy, thank you for being here to help celebrate this. When I think about the leadership of this department, these are the giants that we stand on the shoulders of every single day. Our state park system would not be renowned without your efforts. So thank you for being here with us today. When I think about our state park system, it goes beyond 52 locations, 49 counties, 55,000 acres of public land. You know, I'm certainly proud of the conservation and preservation efforts, but it's where the resources come together with our park guests and visitors where the magic really happens. Last year, we had 8.4 million guests that visited Arkansas State Parks. 8.4 million guests. And we are in the experience business. Our goal is for guests and visitors from the state and from around the world to come to Arkansas, come to our state parks, and have a quality, unique experience. We offer diverse experiences across the different parks that we have and the styles of parks. Whether you're a history buff or you love to hike, paddle, bike, wildlife watch, or all the above, there's a state park where you can have a meaningful experience and feel welcome. I had the opportunity just to speak a couple days ago at the Governor's Conference on Tourism in El Dorado. After I talked, I had some similar comments, and many of the attendees at the conference were coming up to me and saying, Woolly Hollow is my state park. Morro Bay is my state park. Hobbs Conservation Area is my state park. The connection that you have to our state parks makes all the difference. We need you to be part of our state park system. Every day, Arkansas State Park staff members work to advance our mission, enhance the quality of life through exceptional outdoor experiences and connections to Arkansas heritage and sound resource management. Without the rangers and the staff of Arkansas State Parks, we wouldn't have advanced as far as we have in the last 100 years. So what I would like to say is today, please take that opportunity. If you see someone wearing a staff shirt or a first contact shirt or a uniform, say thank you to them for the work that they do on a daily basis to take care of our guests and to provide you those quality experiences. Please join me in recognizing the staff that's here today. So we're here to talk about the Centennial, and we know that it's a special time for many Arkansans as well as those from outside of the state as well as our employees. Our goal this coming year is to connect the past 100 years to the next 100 years by being relevant and meaningful for all visitors and guests. And all Arkansans can be part of accomplishing that mission. So on this day in 2023, the Arkansas legislature passed Act 296, which authorized Commissioner of State Lands to accept land donations for state parks and reservations. What began as part of a preservation effort to protect special places in Arkansas, Petit Jean became Arkansas's first state park. Arkansas state parks are truly some of the best in the nation. The reason for that is not only the quality resources and staff that we have, but it's also because we have the support of Arkansans with Amendment 75. Amendment 75 was passed in 1996 with the support of Governor Mike Huckabee and First Lady Janet Huckabee. And those funds allow us to provide free entry, unique experiences, quality lodging and facilities, and protection of our resources. So as we go through this centennial year, there's many ways for you to be involved and keep up with what's taking place. First of all, each state park will have unique celebration opportunities for you to attend. So be on the lookout on our website, www.arkansasstateparks.com/centennial, and you can learn more about that. Also on our events page as well. We're also excited to announce today our Centennial Service Program. This year, by volunteering 100 hours of your time in an Arkansas State Park, you can help ensure the legacy for parks for years to come. No matter your talents, you can help out. Our volunteers do everything from answer the phones to help work on trails. Plus, you can reach certain, as you reach certain volunteer milestones, you'll be eligible for exclusive Arkansas State Parks gear. Also, we have rolled out our Arkansas State Parks Passport program. So today, if you don't have a passport yet, you can pick up a passport here in Mather Lodge. You can begin collecting As you visit all 52 state parks, you can collect stamps of your visits. And when you complete all 52, you become a member of Club 52, but you have to get outside to get in. So make sure you check out arkansasstateparks.com/passport for details there. The last thing that I was going to mention is that one thing that we want you to be a part of this year is our second century strategic plan. We're going to be working through processes this year where you'll have opportunities to contribute to the strategic plan that will set the stage for the next century as we move forward. And so you'll be on the lookout for opportunities to hear about it as well. So now it's my honor to introduce Randy Wolfenbarger, Chairman of the Arkansas State Parks Recreation and Travel Commission, for his speaking. Please help me welcome Randy Wolfenbarger.
Thank you, Shay. It is my pleasure today and honor to introduce our fellow commissioners who have dedicated many, many years of their lives to this commission. I can tell you that we all feel very comfortable and fortunate to be able to celebrate this historic milestone with Governor Sanders, Shay, Richard, thank you very much. And the countless other individuals here today have dedicated their lives to making our state parks the best in the country. Commissioners, being that you're already standing, you just wave when I call your names, the commissioners that are here today. Montine McNulty, Vice Chair. Rebecca Baker from Morrilton. Dr. Trey Berry, Magnolia. Bob Connell, Fairfield Bay and Searcy. Mike Gibson, Paragould. Ron Gossage, Alma. Eric Jackson, Hot Springs. Jim Schamberger, Hot Springs. Mike Wilson, Little Rock. Let's give them a round of applause for their hard work and what they have done for the state of Arkansas in supporting our parks and tourism. And now, I'd like to introduce my friend, and I'm supposed to not say certain things. I'd like to introduce my friend and former Commissioner, Mike Mills, who since January of this year has served at the helm of the Arkansas Department of Parks and Tourism. Now, since he doesn't like me to call him Secretary or Mr. Mills, Mike, please join me.
Morning. You know, isn't it great to be here today? The rain's held off for this afternoon, so we get to look at this great view from the outside instead of from inside of a tent. And it's special thanks today goes to Governor and the First Gentleman Sanders for making time out of their demanding schedule to be here with us. Today is a unique privilege and a moment in time to be able to celebrate the Centennial of Arkansas State Parks. And for all of us who know and love Arkansas, we recognize that our state is home to some of the most beautiful and natural resources in the whole world. Arkansas's rivers, lakes, forests, mountains, caves, trails are truly world-class, and we're going to put them on the world stage. I'm grateful for the leadership of the governor and the first gentleman for creating the Natural State Initiative. In fact, we just came from our very first meeting. The goal of the Natural State Initiative is to further establish Arkansas as a leader in the outdoor economy and as a destination for outdoor enthusiasts around the world. Together, we're going to make sure that the natural state reaches its full potential to be a true leader in the outdoor recreation industry. It's kind of interesting for me to be able to introduce the first woman to serve as governor of the state of Arkansas, and currently the youngest governor in the country. Sarah grew up in Pine Bluff and Texarkana, and I've known her since she was 12. She is a proud graduate of Little Rock Central High School and Ouachita Baptist University. She lives in Little Rock with her husband Brian, her children Scarlett, Huck, and George, and their golden retriever Traveler, all of whom love to spend time in Arkansas state parks. Now, it's my privilege to introduce the 47th Governor of Arkansas, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Thank you so much. You know, we've been in the middle, as most of you know, of my first legislative session. And no offense to all of our friends in the legislature, but I have to say I enjoyed this view a whole lot better than the one that we've had going on the last couple of weeks. I can't think of a more beautiful setting than Arkansas's first ever state park. And if you ask me what this is all about, I think if you look behind me, it tells the story far better than I ever could. Secretary Mills, thank you so much for the kind introduction, and more importantly for your leadership and for your friendship and the wonderful job that I know that you are going to do as a secretary. See, I get to call him that and he can't get mad at me. So, but really thankful for your dedication, along with all of the people at the Department of Parks, Heritage, and Tourism. You are doing an amazing job, and I think Arkansas has the most incredible story, and I'm thankful that we have the best team possible to help us tell it. So, thank you. I'm also very glad to be here with my husband, Brian. I say that now. I'll tell you if I feel the same way after he probably drags us down the trail later today. He loves the outdoors and Arkansas state parks. And as the head of my administration's new natural state initiative, he's helping take our state's outdoor economy to the next level. And I know that he will bring an unrivaled passion to that project and to our state, helping us become the leader in outdoor recreation that I believe Arkansas deserves. In our family, hiking has become a bit of a preferred bonding activity. It sort of became that way whether I liked it or not. It was going to happen, and so I might as well have gotten on board. Brian and I have replaced a lot of holiday gifts with travel. It's something that we enjoy doing together, especially places in the outdoors. Unfortunately, Brian is usually the person who plans all of those trips. And that problem with that is that he's not always very good at practicing truth in advertising when it comes to some of these trips. He likes to label things as an adventure. And he'll get us all psyched up and tell our kids we're going on an adventure, which usually means an 8-mile strenuous hike, and with a 10, 9, and 7-year-old that can come with its own certain set of challenges. But we've had a lot of fun together, and we're always looking for new ways to get out of the house together as a family. And in my opinion, there's no better place to do that than right here in Arkansas. One of the places we've spent a great deal of time is at Petit Jean, and so I'm excited that we get to be here together for this special event. This park's official designation might only be a century old, but its importance to our state goes way back much further. Today, we're lucky enough to enjoy 52 beautiful state parks. They range from museums to battlefields to hiking trails to pristine rivers and lakes. We even have the only place in the world, only place in the world where the public can hunt for diamonds and actually do that for free. We have been out there. There's not much better to a couple of 8- and 7-year-old boys than digging in dirt for days on end. So I highly recommend that stop. I've always thought our state's natural spaces are a perfect glimpse into what I think heaven will look like. And my administration is here to help the world discover what we already know, that Arkansas is God's country. And that's why Brian and I rolled out the Natural State Initiative and plan to hit the ground running with Centennial celebrations. Brian is going to visit all 52 state parks this year, and he's already bringing together stakeholders from around the state to propose ways to help our outdoor economy grow. Arkansas's status as the natural state is our unique selling point. When we tap that asset more fully, we can become a regional leader in recreation and tourism. The Natural State Initiative will aggressively market our state as a destination for both tourists and new residents. We'll invest in the outdoor workforce we need to take our parks to the next level. We'll invite new vendors and add new experiences at our parks to enhance their appeal, and we'll examine new tax incentives and opportunity zones to draw outdoor entrepreneurs and businesses to our state. None of these plans would mean anything, though, without our state's natural endowment. It was here long before we got here, and it will be here long after we are gone. And we need to do everything we can to protect it and preserve it and make sure we pass that on so that many generations have the ability to enjoy it in the same way that we do. In a moment, I'll sign a proclamation that declares 2023 the 100th anniversary of our park system. As I'm doing so, I know we'll all be thinking about the next 100 years and how we can preserve and protect these beautiful spaces for generations to come. In that spirit, I invite my fellow Arkansans to join us and mark this centennial by visiting a state park, maybe doing so for the very first time. Spring and summer are just around the corner, and it's a perfect time for families to discover what's available in our own backyard here in Arkansas. Maybe it's a hike right here at Petit Jean. Maybe it's learning more about our founding at Arkansas Post, or maybe it's camping out at Queen Wilhelmina, one of our kids' favorite spots. Whatever you choose, know that our family will be right there with you, exploring everything that our state has to offer. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your commitment to our state parks and to tourism here in Arkansas. God bless, and let's enjoy what we have left of this so far beautiful day. Thank you very much.
Governor, if you'll join us down at the table. Just so you're aware of what's about to take place is that, as you have noticed, we have a lot of uniformed staff that are here with us today. Governor Sanders is going to present to all the rangers, I'll say rangers, which include park superintendents and interpreters, a Centennial badge that they'll wear on their uniform throughout the year. So it looks similar to the badge that I'm wearing today, but has a banner across that. And so she's going to present those badges to each of the rangers that are here today. So. All right, thank you for being here today. That concludes our ceremony. Please take time to enjoy each other's company. Our restaurant is open. We have a buffet available today for anybody that wants to have lunch. But otherwise, thank you for being here today, and we appreciate all of you. Thank you.